Hello, goddesses, and welcome. My name is Rochelle Richard, and here at Empowerment Experiences, we are healing twin flames. We are rising and thriving into our power all along that which is our self love empowerment journeys. And I recently launched this week in celebration of my birthday the Rise and Thrive Goddess Tribe on Telegram. It's a free group, kind of structured like the original Facebook Goddess Tribe I used to have, only on a much better platform. That said, it was asked today in the group, it was asked in the group about how many of us find ourselves awakened among so many who are not, so many who are choosing, or so it seems, to give their power away. Well, I have felt this for a very, very long time, being one who, from the moment she could form the sentence, would say that I was here to save the world. I know for certain, from what I've come to know through meditation and my own deep dive and healing and learning that I have been experiencing in my own journey, is this: we chose this. You see, the collective has been under a spell for a very, very long time. And those of us who are here now, who have spent, well, probably most of our lives, I know I have, feeling as though you don't belong here, that you're here for something big. Yet it's so easy to get caught up in the undertow of the collective energy, feeling like the outcast that, well, we all kind of are. Because we chose to come here to be the light, to be the example of what it is to rise and thrive into our power. You see, we each cannot do it for another. We cannot actually save someone else. For my own self, I definitely had to reach that awareness. Of course, not until after attempting suicide and going and growing through some very excruciating things in my journey. That was boot camp. That was training, intense training for my soul purpose, for what I know I've come here to do and be. And the same for you. You are here to be, again, a guiding light, illuminating the path for others to follow. And that is what is important here, is that you cannot wake someone else up. You cannot unplug another from the matrix. They have to be the ones to come into their own awakening and their own awareness and into a state of expanding their own consciousness. However, how else can they know that this is the new way or the new earth that is rising if there aren't those who, well, kind of stick out like a sore thumb, as they would say, to make them go, and all of a sudden I'm hearing that song, things to make you go, right? You're supposed to be crazy. Crazy, by modern definition, means oddball. It means different. Because you're going to be labeled crazy if you are different. Well, guess what, sister? It's time you fucking embrace the crazy. Oh, there was a whole definite reason why my twin flame amplified that, was because to show me that crazy is where we want to be, because crazy is where we're in that space of different, where we're creating something new by doing that work within ourselves. By being the change, truly being the change. You see, this self-love empowerment journey is not about saving the world, like my little girl mind had interpreted 40 years ago almost, because I just turned 42. So starting to form sentences is about 2 or 3 years old. Well, here's how we do save the world. By saving ourselves and then showing others how to do the same. So you are here intentionally having chosen to incarnate among so many who are perceivably asleep because you are their light in the dark. Yeah. It's also important, what's coming to mind at this point, is to also be willing to put those boundaries in place and distance yourself from those who may be toxic, who may be attempting to lower your vibration and keep you in their world, in their experience. You're not here for that, sister. You are here creating the new earth, which means you may have to say farewell for now to those you love by way of putting that distance between you so that you can continue down your path, you finding your power and you shining so fucking bright that those that you have put distance between can still see you shining your fucking light from so far away that they come to you and they say, hey, look, I want to experience what you're experiencing. I want to feel empowered. I want to feel sure of myself. I want to feel good about my life and this journey. And I see now why you needed this space between us. Because I wasn't living in that high vibration state. I wasn't living in that space where you are. Because we all know what it is to awaken to this truth, this shadow within ourselves. That's what it is to be expanding our consciousness, is to recognize that we are not our ego. And then to be able to own up to that and say, I was a bitch. I was wrong. I was blinded in my own darkness, and I didn't want to see the light. Your light. Because I was afraid to shine my light. But because you have been shining yours, you have shown me how beautiful the world can be. Just by being me, because you are being you, and I desire that. But because of your example, I am now ready to be that too. But that's just it, goddess. We chose this. All right? You prepared lifetimes for this time. You have all the knowledge and power within you to fulfill this mission. But that does again mean making the tough decisions that best support you in your journey. No matter who it is, you've got to lead by example and show those around you what it is to be in your power and to say no more. The way of the old is falling away. Enough with the blame, the shame, the guilt, the vengeance, the judgment, the anger, the fear. To really, truly be living your life to the fullest. Whatever that looks like for you, and letting that be okay. That's what's important, is that you are leading by example for you. And what greater strengthening opportunity, what greater challenge, opportunity for growth, than to choose to incarnate among those who are going to look at you like you've lost your fucking mind. Because here's the truth of this. Goddess, we are here to lose our minds so we can find our souls. Because we are not our minds. We are not our ego. We are soul beings having a temporary human experience, infinite soul beings having a temporary human experience that, again, you chose so you could be the change here creating this new earth. That change begins within you. So it's time to allow those to be where they are. And you focus on you. You show them what it is, again, to be empowered. What it looks like to be living in your truth. And how we all can coexist in this space because we are all coming from a loving place, loving ourselves and honoring ourselves. Because in turn, we put that out into the universe. We put that out into this world. When you have compassion with yourself, when you are kind with yourself, when you are loving yourself, it is so much easier to spread that around the world. It is so much easier to show others how to be that in their lives. And again, that is what is really going to help them to wake up. But you are not responsible for waking them up. Just like you didn't have someone that came along and just shook you awake. No, seeds were planted all along the way. And that's what you are. You're like a gardener. Okay? And the earth, this entire earth is your garden. And you are here to tend to that garden. By being the love and the caregiver and holding space and allowing those seeds to sprout in their time, allowing those to awaken in their time, to pop out of that darkness and say, I choose the light. Because you showed me what it is to be in the light. It is not your responsibility to save anybody else, Goddess, because you can't. You can only save yourself and illuminate the path for others to follow. That is your mission. Do you accept it? That said, thank you so much for catching this video message. I am truly so grateful, honored, and blessed to be back in my own leadership position, well, leading an amazing group of goddesses that is growing with each and every passing day on Telegram. I will put that link down below in the description for those of you who are not already in the group, and we'll see you there. Because you are not alone in this, okay? You're not alone. All right? And we, through our connections, we empower each other, okay? So that you can be in the space you are in, to be that beacon, that lighthouse in the darkness that so many on this planet are still in. Okay? We did this on purpose. We strategically incarnated the way we did, all spread out, especially twin flames. So many twin flames chose to incarnate on literal opposite sides of the planet. And this was a revelation that hit me right after I had gotten back from meeting mine in India. I was driving to a church at the time. It's no longer a church. But I was on my way and just in this wonderful high vibe space, and boom, it hit me and I went, oh, because I was asking why. Why would he be on the other side of the world and I'm over here? Why? Because we are here to truly unite humanity, not the superficial way that is being perpetrated, but to really unite by coming into union within ourselves, by connecting with and amplifying that light that we are, no matter what it looks like on the outside, but to be that light, because you are. Thank you, sweet goddess. I will see you in the next video. Go create amazing. The power to do so is in your hands, because it has always been inside you. Namaste.